month of deluge in hill states. Himalayan hills face maximum brunt. Floods, cloudburst, overflowing rivers. 29 dead in tourist hub of Himachal.
हमारा प्रयास है सेना द्वारा, पुलिस द्वारा, SDRF की टीम द्वारा कि जो दबे हुए लोगों में से कुछ जो जिंदगियों को बचाया जा सके.
Red alert issued in Uttarakhand districts. This is the price of unplanned development. This is the price of exploitation. Monsoon mayhem in hills. That is our top focus on 6 PM Prime.
Good evening. You're watching 6 PM Prime here on India Today. I'm Akshata Nandagopal, and this Monday evening I'll be putting our focus firmly on what's happening in the states of Himachal and Uttarakhand. The second time that in a matter of 2 months we're seeing these states being completely deluged out as a result of cloudbursts leading to flash floods and buildings being crumbling away. These are rivers in spate once again triggered by exploitation, by unplanned development in the hills. Latest ground reports coming your way. First, as always, the headlines. Shocking double suicide in Chennai. NEET aspirant dies by suicide days after father blamed NEET for suicide. He kills himself. Politics erupts. DMK blames BJP and governor. Congress Gali politics stoops to new low after calling voters monsters. Congress Neta attacks Prime Minister Modi. Says Modi is not a ruler, he's an asura.
अरे राक्षसों, भाजपा जजप्पा के राक्षस हो तुम लोग. भारतीय जनता पार्टी को जो वोट देता है और भारतीय जनता पार्टी का जो समर्थक है वो राक्षस प्रवृत्ति का व्यक्ति है.
Rift widens within Aghadi over Ajit Sharad meet. Uddhav Sena objects to hurdles. Maharashtra Congress alleges faith of people hangs now in the balance. Sharad Pawar dismisses all criticism. India's China taming blueprint access. Third fighter base at Ladakh's Neoma. Rafale Su-30s to take off from Neoma. India deploys armed Heron drones at the LAC. Kannada actor Upendra gets an interim stay on investigation in connection with the FIR registered against him over his anti-Dalit remarks. And Karnataka Deputy Chief Minister DK Shivkumar under fire over corruption charges. BJP mulls meeting governor seeking removal of DKS from cabinet. Let's begin by getting you the latest updates coming in right now from Himachal, where the most damage has been reported as a result of heavy rains. 41 people have died so far. Himachal Chief Minister Sukhvinder Sikhu is chairing a review meet, taking stock of the situation. He was on ground in Shimla earlier today as well after reports of a landslide came in. Unfortunately, the worst isn't over. There's a red alert that's been issued in some districts of Uttarakhand as well, as the Met Department has predicted that the heavy rains could continue. Manjeet Sekal is joining us live from Mandi with more details on this. Unfortunately, Manjeet, the death toll at this point is continuing to climb up. What is the forecast looking like? What's the situation where you are?
Well, Akshita, I'm in Mandi, and on my right side you can see the river Byas is in the spate and its tributaries are also in spate. Mandi has witnessed the worst type of the losses reported during the past 24 hours. 7 people have died in district after a house crumbled. Total figure continue to rise as several people have been reported missing. As far as the state's figure is concerned, over 38 people have died. A dozen out of the 38 people reported died. This belong to the state capital Shimla. As far as the Met Department's predictions are concerned, Met Department has predicted rains for at least 5 days in the state. There was an orange alert in place, and during the past 24 hours, many roads were blocked. Over 200 roads are still blocked. This also includes the Chandigarh-Manali National Highway, where we are standing at the moment. Meanwhile, the state government is trying to clear the roads which have been blocked by the torrential rains and the landslides in many districts, including Solan, Shimla, Sirmaur, Hamirpur and Kangra. All major rivers are in spate, and people have been warned not to venture out these places. The tourists have particularly been warned not to venture these places and the highways where
these are largely, from what you're telling us, Manjeet, largely the same districts that just a few weeks ago witnessed this exact same scenario, witnessed this kind of havoc. So at this point, the question is, how much more can these kind of districts take, and what will it lead to? What kind of damage are we talking about? Just stay with me, Manjeet. I'm going to come across to you for more updates on the situation in Mandi. But let's round up all the latest images that are coming in from Uttarakhand and Himachal. A red alert for heavy rains has been sounded in several areas of Uttarakhand, including Rishikesh. Look at the images on your screens. It shows that clearly the Ganga has breached the warning level mark at both Haridwar and Rishikesh, sparking fear of floods among residents of low-lying areas. It's the second month of deluge in the hills. It's become a cause of trouble and worry for many. Constant downpours since last night in parts of Rishikesh has thrown life out of gear. People trapped in their homes are now being rescued by SDRF. Himachal Pradesh's Bilaspur district continues to battle the torrential rainfall. Life has come to a standstill for many. These images on your screen shows residents wading through their homes filled with rainwater. The heavy rain in Uttarakhand has been on since Sunday, and normal life has been disrupted in Chamoli, Rudraprayag, Pauri and Dehradun districts. Several drains as well as rivers are now flowing above the danger mark. "25 school children were rescued after a cloudburst in Kandaiwala village of Nahan district in Himachal Pradesh, which led to widespread destruction. Let's get you the latest ground reports coming in from Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand. Unfortunately, there's been widespread loss of life that's been reported. Right now, the death toll stands at about 41, but there is a serious fear that that number is actually going to go up. In Uttarakhand, also, the situation remains dire with Haridwar and Rishikesh, districts where the Ganga flows right through, completely on a red alert right now.
Houses submerged, cars trapped, trees uprooted. The hill states of Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand are in the grip of the monsoon fury. Unprecedented heavy rains over the last 24 hours have triggered landslides and cloudbursts in both states. Many people were killed after a Shiva temple collapsed in the Summerhill area of Shimla amid heavy rainfall. A large number of devotees had gathered at the temple to offer prayers on the occasion of Sawan when the disaster struck.
इसके बाद अब रेस्क्यू और राहत और बचाव कार्य का काम जो है वो यहाँ पर किया जा रहा है और टीमें जो हैं वो सभी यहाँ पर मौजूद हैं, लेकिन वही है कि कितना, क्योंकि ये संभावना, आप इस तरफ जरा पेड़ों को देखें, ये संभावना जो है वो लगातार यहाँ पे बनी हुई है कि कोई पेड़ जो है वो कहीं नीचे की तरफ ना गिराए।
पिछली बारी की आपदा ने जहाँ जान माल को कम नुकसान पहुँचाकर संपत्ति को और संपदा को ज़्यादा नुकसान पहुँचाया था, इस बारिश ने जो 24 घंटों से लगातार हो रही है, मुझे लगता है काफ़ी जिंदगियों को हमारे से छीन लिया है। कि हमारी प्रयास है कि किसी तरह जीवन को जो दबे हुए हैं कुछ जिंदगियों को बचाया जा सके।
A village in Solan district bore the brunt of a devastating cloudburst, resulting in multiple fatalities. The situation in Uttarakhand mirrors that of Himachal Pradesh. A part of the Dehradun Defence College building collapsed and was washed away.
Luckily, 17 students who were lodged over here were evacuated in time. Otherwise, any untoward incident could have happened. As of now, this Song River is flowing in spate right now, shows how nature's fury can bring disaster and can bring devastation.
Landslides buried several vehicles in the People Court area of Chamoli district. The Met Department has issued a red alert for heavy rains in 6 districts of Uttarakhand, including Dehradun and Nainital. Bureau Report, India Today.
Let's tell you about the situation currently on ground. Satyendra Chauhan is joining us live from Shimla. We've got Ankit Sharma getting us the latest from Dehradun, and of course Manjeet Sehgal reporting for us from Mandi. Satyendra, if I can come across to you, you're in Shimla, where there was in fact a rescue operation that was underway after a landslide in which a Shiv temple also collapsed. What's the current update on those rescue operations?
Akshita, you can see the visuals first. There was very ancient kind of temple, and rescue operation is right now going on just behind me, and 8 people have died till the time. You can see that छोटी सी जो बिल्डिंग आपको नजर आ रही है, एक्चुअली में ये एक सराय है, और इस बिल्डिंग के ऊपर जो पेड़ आपको नजर आ रहे हैं, यहाँ से अभी भी मलबा आ रहा है। इंडियन आर्मी, आईटीबीपी की टीम्स यहाँ पर रेस्क्यू में लगी हुई हैं, हिमाचल पुलिस की टीमें लगी हुई हैं, लेकिन अभी इस रेस्क्यू को रोका गया है क्योंकि बारिश जिस तरीके से लगातार आ रही है, और ये पेड़ अभी हमारे ठीक सामने ही यहाँ पर आए हैं, और यहाँ पर जो आर्मी के जवान लगे हुए थे उनको भी यहाँ से अभी हटाया गया है। इन पेड़ों के पीछे थोड़ी सी लाइटें आप देख सकती हैं। उस पूरे इलाके में अभी रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन चल रहा है, और जैसा मैंने बताया, ये छोटी सी एक इमारत आपको दिखाई दे रही है। इस बिल्डिंग के ऊपर वहां पर ठीक कॉर्नर पर एक मंदिर बना हुआ था, और आज सावन का आखिरी सोमवार था, और इस लिहाज से सुबह से ही यहाँ पर भीड़ आनी शुरू हो गई थी श्रद्धालुओं की, और तकरीबन 7 बजे से 7:30 के बीच में ये हादसा हुआ। हालांकि मौसम विभाग ने पहले से ही अलर्ट जारी किया हुआ था, और ये अलर्ट अगले 2 दिन के लिए भी है, यानी कि अगले 48 घंटों में हिमाचल के अलग अलग इलाकों में हैवी टू हैवी रेन प्रिडिक्ट की गई है। लेकिन अभी यहाँ पर जो रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन चल रहा था उसमें भी बचाव आई है। ये देखिए, ये सायरन बजाया गया है, और ये जो सायरन बजता है, इस सायरन को तब बचाया जाता है जब ऊपर से मलबा आना शुरू हो जाता है। आप देख सकते हैं कैमरे से कि किस तरीके से एक बार फिर से वहां पर लैंडस्लाइड होना शुरू हो गया है, और यही वजह है जो अक्षिता मैं आपको बताने की कोशिश कर रहा था कि जैसे ही ये लैंडस्लाइड होना शुरू हो जाता है तो यहाँ पर रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन को रोका जाता है, सायरन बजाकर लोगों को अलर्ट किया जाता है। और जिस तरीके से इस इलाके की ज्योग्राफिकल कंडीशंस हैं, यहाँ पर जो पेड़ हैं ये ऊंचे इनके गिरने का भी डर है, और यहाँ पर अभी हालांकि इसकी कोई ऑफिशियली कंफर्मेशन नहीं है, लेकिन ये कहा जा रहा है कि इस बिल्डिंग के नीचे 20 से 25 लोग हो सकते हैं, क्योंकि जो डेड बॉडीज को निकालने का सिलसिला था एक एक करके शुरू हुआ था, और अब तक 8 डेड बॉडीज निकाली जा चुकी हैं। अगर अकेले शिमला की बात करें तो 10 लोगों की मौत शिमला में हुई है, 10 लोगों की मौत सोलन में हुई है। सोलन शिमला के से साथ लगता हुआ जिला है, और पूरे हिमाचल में 41 जो है 41 लोगों की मौत हुई है। और इस पूरे सीजन की बात करें तो तकरीबन ये आंकड़ा 300 मौत के करीब पहुंच गया है। तो कुल मिलाकर अगले 48 घंटे कहीं ना कहीं हिमाचल पर भारी हैं। अक्षिता,
Tragic truly, and 20 to 25 people still stuck in that debris. Satyendra getting us those live updates on the operations as they continue on a war footing in Shimla. I want to also bring in Ankit Sharma, who's joining us live from Dehradun, another area that's been very, very badly hit by the heavy rainfall. There have been multiple reports of cloudbursts leading to flash floods in that area. Ankit, what's the current update that you have for us?
Well, Akshita, the current update is that the torrential rainfalls have again played havoc in Dehradun as well as other areas nearby Dehradun. And as we go up to the mountains in Pauri as well as Chamoli and Kordwar area, which is part of Pauri district, have faced nature's fury. So summing up in total, the weather department has issued six red alert in 6 districts as of now, and there have been incidents of landslides where one
District,
death.
which was very, very badly affected just about a month ago. Manjeet Segale is reporting live from there. We can see behind you, Manjeet, the river in spate. This is the situation in most parts right now of Himachal Pradesh. And we understand that the Chief Minister also has assured all possible help. The central government has also taken stock of the situation in Himachal.
Yes, indeed, Akshita, a central government team recently visited the state and estimated the damage caused by the torrential rains and flash floods. You can see this is Byas River. This river is in the spate. Its tributaries are also in the spate. The reason behind the flooding being given by the geologist is that the unscientific and unchecked cutting done by the road developing networks by the companies. We can see all in the muck and debris were being dumped into the rivers. This also increased the size of the rivers, and that is why the water entered the houses and highways and is putting the life danger. As far as the state government is concerned, state government has set up a control room in Shimla. The Chief Minister himself is keeping an eye on all the developments, had appealed the union government to help the state in the time of the disaster, when the state has lost and reported a loss of over 6,000 crore rupees. Roads have been washed away. Over 1,400 roads were affected by the floods. Still, over 300 roads are blocked. The recent rains which took place within the past 24 hours further damaged these roads. Many highways, including the Chandigarh-Manali National Highway or the Kalka-Shimla National Highway or any other highway, are still blocked or have been partially damaged by the recent rains. Efforts are on to clear these roads.
And because of the swollen rivers. But essentially, it's time for us to do a rethink, because these are rivers that's claiming its territory once again. And that's why we need to do a serious rethink on the kind of unplanned development, particularly along the banks of some of these rivers in most of the hill stations, in most of our hill states across the country. Thanks, Ankit, Satyendra and Manjeet, for getting us those ground reports. Stay safe out there, because right now the Met Department has predicted that in the next 24 hours, there will be heavy to very heavy rainfall in parts of Himachal and Uttarakhand.